Happy Thursday, y'all. I hope everybody is having a great day. I just came back from the lake where we had some beautiful fall weather and had a great time just enjoying being outside. And I just wanted to hop on to just share with you a quick little intro to how healthy can be simple. So as we enter the fall and winter months, some of our health and wellness kind of it comes back into focus for us because all of a sudden we're exposed to lots of germs. And I wanted to share with you tonight, real briefly, just the top 10 oils that will help you to be ready for anything. So I'm going to share with you from a little trifold brochure that I have. And I'm also, in the comments after this, I will put a copy of this, the 2 pages, in the comments so that you can see that and have everything, kind of a reference for what I went over tonight. And if you watch this on the replay, if you can just comment replay for me so that I know that you watched it. I like to thank anybody who takes the time to watch my videos. And if, as I'm talking, you think of anyone who could benefit from this information or who would be open to learning more about natural solutions, I would love it if you would share it with them. I appreciate it. All right, so we are going to hop on into it tonight, and we are going to start with this section of the trifold, and we're just going to talk first real briefly about what are essential oils. So essential oils are simply natural aromatic compounds that come from plants. They can come from the roots, the stem, the bark, the seeds, the flower, any part of the plant. And they are highly concentrated when they are distilled for purity and potency. And that's important. We're going to talk a little more about that later. Hi, Lisa. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for hopping on. And essential oils can be used for a wide range of emotional and physical wellness applications. And I know when I was first exposed to essential oils, I kind of thought they were a crunchy California thing and thought they were kind of this new fad, but they're really not. They're something that has been used for thousands of years for health purposes, for beauty purposes, religious purposes. So they have a long history of use. And we're kind of tapping back into the power of these amazing plants. Now I want to talk briefly about why doTERRA oils. So if you have been anywhere, then you have seen essential oils out there. If you've been in a drugstore, a gas station, a health food store, a grocery store, then you've seen essential oils. And a lot of them will have something on it that says 100% pure. And I believed that if I picked up something that said 100% pure, it was going to be 100% pure, right? I mean, they can't say it's 100% pure if it's not, or so I thought. Lisa, can you hear me okay? I just realized I might have my speaker, the way I have my camera rigged up, I might have my speaker muted somehow. So let me know if you can hear me okay. So doTERRA oils are different. They are the purest, the most potent oils that you are going to find anywhere. We have coined a phrase called CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. And why is that? Well, there is no regulating body that regulates essential oils. So a bottle that you pick up at the health food store might say 100% pure, and it may have 10% of that oil in there. And it may be filled with fillers, it may be filled with a carrier oil, it may be filled with synthetics. You don't know. So you've got to trust the company that you are getting your oils from. So it's really important that you understand how they source their oils, how they test their oils, and that you have faith in the integrity of all of that, and the integrity of the company, if you're going to be using your oils for therapeutic purposes. And these oils, these therapeutic oils, are much, much more than just a pretty smell. Much more. All right, so they have to be sourced in a special way in order to be pure and potent. We source our oils from a global network of growers to ensure the most pure and the most potent oils possible. Hey Leslie, happy Thursday. Hope you're having a great day. Let me know, Lisa or Leslie, if you can hear me okay, because I just realized my speaker or mic might be underneath my phone the way I have it rigged up today. So let me know, please. All right, so we source our oils from a global network of growers where the plants grow in their natural habitat. And that's made perfect sense to me when I started researching. Thanks, Leslie. Appreciate it. when I started researching essential oil companies, because I kind of related it to wine at first. I thought, I know we can grow grapes in Georgia, but we're not going to have the same kind of wine as we get from, thanks Lisa, from the grapes that are grown in California or Italy. Or I can grow lavender in my backyard, but it's not going to be the same lavender as that which is grown in Bulgaria or France. So we source our oils where they're grown in their native habitat. We work with farmers who've often been working for generations growing these plants. And we work with them so that they are harvested at the right time, and that nothing is ever put into them that we do not want. So we want just the pure plant. It's very important in order for us to have the therapeutic benefit we want, to have the full plant and only that in these oils, okay? We also have a rigorous testing policy that these oils go through from planting on up through bottling to right before we get them. And we also have a website that you can go to, and all of our oils now have a stamp at the bottom with a number, and you can go to that website, sourcetoyou.com, and you can put that number in there, and it will show you all of the testing that has been done on that particular bottle of oil that you are holding in your hand. So we have a lot of transparency, which is not very common in the essential oil industry. We are certifying that we are going to hold ourselves to a standard that we will not ever put any kind of filler or artificial ingredients in our oils, and that they're free from any harmful contaminants. At our convention last month, we had someone share, one of the researchers share, that there was a time, I think about a year ago, where our bergamot, which comes from Italy, some of it came in and it was only about 95% pure. And so we did not bottle that and sell that. So there was a time period our bergamot was unavailable, which doesn't happen very often with our oils. But one of the executives said that we have set a bar that we will only accept 100% pure. So if there's anything in it, it can be something that came in from the surrounding area or anything, then we're not going to accept it. It has to be 100% pure. And so they rejected it until they had some that was. So that's really important to me, and I hope it's important to you if you're using these oils for a therapeutic benefit, and if you're using them on your kids and family. I want to make sure that they're safe and pure. So that's kind of one of the doTERRA differences. The other thing is we have something called co-impact sourcing, and I mentioned that we work with farmers where these plants are grown in their native habitat. But the other cool thing is that we form these partnerships, and we go in and we not only are trying to set a fair price for the product that they're growing for us, but we try to help the community in their area as well. We don't go in there with our own agenda, but we go in there and ask what they need. And we help to build schools, to build wells, to build medical clinics, whatever it is that that particular community needs to help improve their life. So at the same time, they're providing us with an amazing product. They're providing us with oils that are changing our lives. We're helping to change their lives as well, which is so wonderful. So they're helping empower us and we're helping empower them, which I think is great. So those are some of the doTERRA differences. Now let's get into the 3 ways to use essential oils. So there are 3 basic ways to use them: aromatically, internally, and topically. And on this trifold that I mentioned, it's on one of the pages of that I'll post below. So aromatically is simply breathing it in. And you can do that really simply by just simply opening a bottle of oil and smelling it. It's as simple as that. When you inhale an essential oil, it triggers the limbic system in your brain. And this is the fastest way to impact your emotions. The other way you can use it aromatically is just putting a drop in your hand, rubbing it together, and cupping it over your mouth and taking a few deep breaths. I like to breathe in about 5 or 6 times. And the other way you can do it aromatically is with a diffuser, something like this. And you just fill, this one, particular one, you fill up with water to the little red line. I put about 6 to 8 drops of essential oil in there. And then you plug it in and turn it on, and it's broken up into little tiny molecules, and it looks like steam coming up through the little hole, and it helps scent your home beautifully. non-toxic in a non-toxic way, but you're also getting the aromatic benefits of that. So if you're hoping to impact your immune system, you can diffuse oils for that. If you're hoping to impact your emotions, you can diffuse oils for that. So aromatic is one way to use essential oils. The second way is topically. And we often use topical application when we want to address a particular area in our body. So if I'm having a stomach ache, then I'm going to rub that essential oil that I want to help with that right on my stomach. If I have a headache, I'm going to rub that essential oil right on my head, back of my neck, if I've got sore muscles. So topical application, you're going to put on where you need that support. The bottoms of the feet are also a great place to apply it topically, also, especially for little kids, but even for us. So you can apply it that way as well, topically. And then the third way to use them is internally. And when I talk about this and all the other ways I'm mentioning it, I'm only talking about doTERRA oils. So please don't hear what I say tonight and go pick up a bottle from the grocery store and use it internally. All right. So some essential oils can be used internally, and our oils, if they can be used internally, have a supplement fact box on it. Okay. So if it has a supplement fact box, it can be used internally. So this is lemon. It can be used internally. We have some blends. This is Breathe, for instance. There is no supplement fact. So that one you cannot use internally. All right. And to use it internally, you can do it a couple different ways. You can use a little, what's called a veggie cap, and I don't think I have any up here, but it's just a simple little capsule made from vegetables. And you pull it apart. It's clear, doesn't taste like anything. And you put your drops in there and you can swallow it just like you swallow any other kind of pill. Some of our oils we have pre-made into soft gels. This is one of them. These are our Serenity soft gels for sleep. And they're just tiny little capsules that have them. So that's one way you can do it internally. Some oils you may just take internally under your tongue. So I do copaiba that way every day. Frankincense, which we'll talk about tonight, I do that way. You can also do a little shot glass of water. If you saw my video from yesterday that I shared when we have immune issues, then we'll use our On Guard, which I'll mention later, in a little shot glass of water, and we just gargle and swallow. So that you can take it internally, our oils as well. All right, now I just am going to jump into our top 10, what we like to call our top 10 oils. And I'll talk very, very briefly about each of them. Oh, one other thing I did want to mention. As I said, we are the purest, most potent oils. Our oils are so potent, you only need a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. So 1 drop of our peppermint oil is equivalent to about 28 cups of peppermint tea. So a little bit goes a very, very long way. It's better to use your oils consistently, a little bit consistently, than trying to use a whole lot like we're used to some other things and spreading that out, okay? The other neat thing about the oils is that they're able to pass through the cell membrane. They're lipophilic, and they're able to pass through the cell membrane and get to work at a cellular level, which is really, really important when we want to affect our health. All right, let me talk real briefly, about each of these top 10 oils. There's a lot more uses than I'm going to go over, but I'm just going to kind of touch on some of the top uses for them. So our first oil is frankincense. All right, and these top 10 that I'm going to talk about come in a lot of our starter kits, but they also can really cover about 80% of your health needs. So it's a pretty powerful thing to have. They have replaced so many of our traditional support that we used to have in our medicine cabinet. So the first oil I'm going to talk about is frankincense. Frankincense is great for all things cellular, any kind of cellular health. It's great for anti-aging, so you can put a drop in your moisturizer and put it on your face. It's also really good for promoting feelings of relaxation. So if you struggle with anxious feelings, stressed feelings, who doesn't struggle with that? Frankincense is an amazing oil for that. I also like to use it for head tension. So you can put a drop under your tongue. You can apply it to your forehead for that, along with another one I'll talk about in a little bit. So frankincense supports healthy cellular function. All right. Our next one we're going to talk about is lemon. Lemon is one that I think a lot of people are familiar with, and this is all things cleaning, cleansing. It's great to cleanse us internally. It's also great to cleanse things as well. So when you're cleaning, you can use lemon. We use it a lot in a lot of our natural cleaning products. My alarm's going off. I'll drop a few things of lemon in there. I like to put lemon in my water for just a very gentle internal cleansing as well. Lemon is a citrus oil and it helps to promote a positive mood. All citrus oils are very, very uplifting. So it's great for supporting a positive mood. And it also helps your immune system. So if you saw yesterday, this is one of the oils I put in my immune balm when we're feeling under the weather. And we also combine this with peppermint and lavender for our allergy relief blend. So we put that in the diffuser for that, as well as taking it internally when we need to. And fortunately, we are now just using that for any type of seasonal support. So that's lemon, all things cleansing. And then we have lavender. Lavender is another one that a lot of people are real familiar with. Lavender is all things calming. So lavender is very calming to emotions. It's also very calming to the skin. It can help soothe occasional skin irritations. It helps promote peaceful sleep because it's very calming to the emotions. So this is kind of the first go-to when you're having trouble with sleep, with restful sleep. And we just like to put it in the diffuser. You can also put it on the bottoms of your feet. I like to put anything for sleep on our big toe because that's a reflex point, reflexology point for your brain. And also can help feelings of anxiousness and tension. So again, this is another great one if you struggle with anxious feelings, stressful feelings. You can diffuse it for that. You can just inhale it. And again, you can apply it topically and take it internally. So lavender is all things calming. If you've got a burn, any kind of skin irritation at all, lavender is very, very helpful for that. And then we have Melaleuca. Melaleuca is also known as tea tree oil. A lot of people are more familiar with the name tea tree oil. And Melaleuca is great for cleansing. It's very, very cleansing. It's also really good for any kind of fungal issue you might have. We use this a lot for cleansing. We also use it for any kind of ear discomfort. So my kids used to have a lot of ear discomfort. We do not deal with that nearly as much anymore, but all you have to do is we combine this with lavender and sometimes a little basil, but this and lavender is a great start for that. And you just apply it on the outside of your ear and in the back and just kind of pull it down a little bit. And then we'll also put a drop on a cotton ball sometimes and just place the cotton ball right there. You never want to drop an oil directly in your ear or in your eye, but you can put a tiny bit on the cotton ball and just put it there, or just apply it this way. Melaleuca is also great for the immune system, so we put this in our immune balm as well. It helps promote healthy immune function, and it also helps to protect against environmental and seasonal threats. So I don't really care for the smell of Melaleuca, so I don't diffuse it too much, but it also is great to get rid of odors. So if you have a bad odor in your house, maybe you burn some food, or you have, you cook some fish and you have a smell in your house, or you left the laundry in too long and it has that funky smell, you can add some Melaleuca to it and it gets that smell out. So I'll just put a couple drops in our laundry detergent. When we put our laundry detergent, a few drops of this in there, and it's great to combat any of those funky smells. Hey, Jackie, thanks for joining. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. I was just thinking about you today, actually. All right, next one is oregano. Oregano is a power hitter. So this is one that we do not use very often, but when we need it, it comes in very handy. We pull this out when we need some powerful immune support. So it is a potent cleanser, purifying, has antioxidants. It supports a healthy immune system, healthy digestion, and respiratory functions. So when we are under the weather, this gets pulled out and put into our immune balm that we take. We'll apply it topically, and we'll also take it internally. Now, this is a very hot oil, so you would want to use a carrier oil with that. And we'll talk about that briefly because I don't think I mentioned that when we talked about topical use. So you would not want to use this without a carrier oil because it's very, very hot and it's very potent. We also will use it, we'll make a steam balm, kind of a steam bowl with it. If we have a lot of congestion and are stuffed up, we will combine oregano and Melaleuca and lemon and peppermint and put that in a bowl of steaming hot water and just put our head over that. and inhale that with our eyes closed, and it helps open up those respiratory passages. So that's oregano, kind of our heavy hitter for immune support. And you can also cook with oregano. So I use it just a tiny drop, usually a toothpick drop, when I have a recipe that calls for dried oregano and I don't have it, then I'll use oregano oil. All right, the next one is peppermint. Peppermint is one of my original oil loves. So this was one of my 2 gateway oils that I started with. So when I started using oils, I was looking for some support for some very major head tension that I had. And peppermint was one of the oils that I tried for that. And I just applied it topically right here and inhaled it, and I would diffuse it. And now I put it on the back of my neck, and I was able to take care of a lot of that head tension. So this is still my go-to right now for that head tension when it strikes me. And it's amazing smelling. It's also great for respiratory support and digestive support. It also helps to wake you up. So it's a very invigorating oil. So I use this in the diffuser every morning, usually with a citrus, like I often will use something like wild orange, but sometimes with lemon. And it's just very, very uplifting and invigorating. So when you're having that afternoon kind of slump, peppermint is a great one to use. Just put it in your hand and inhale that. Helps with, as I said, digestion. You can just apply it to your belly. You can take it internally as well. Hi, Kelly. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Thanks for hopping on. So that is peppermint. And let's see, our next one is a blend, and it's Breathe. This is our respiratory blend, and we like to use this in the diffuser. This helps to maintain healthy respiratory function and promotes restful sleep. And it is a blend of oils that are all known to help your respiratory system. So I mentioned that peppermint helps open your your airways. Breathe has peppermint, but it also has a number of other oils like eucalyptus and cardamom. And so it's kind of a souped up respiratory support. So when we're having any kind of respiratory issues, it goes in our diffuser, and it also goes, we use it topically. So I will combine it with some fractionated coconut oil and just apply it to our chests and our backs and the bottoms of our feet. And this has been a godsend in our house. So my boys, some of you may know, were preemies. They have had reactive airways since they were little. We've had to have a lot of different support for that. And Breathe has come to our rescue time and time again. So now this is really our go-to whenever we're having any kind of respiratory issue. So Breathe is our respiratory blend. Next we have Deep Blue. And here is Deep Blue. Deep Blue is our soothing blend, and it's great to soothe any kind of occasional aches and pains. And it's also great for pre and post workout. So it helps repair those muscles, and it's great to use before and after you work out. It can be a kind of a hot oil, so this is another one that we always want to combine with a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil to just help with any kind of skin sensitivity. I like to use this either right on muscles that are really hurting, or if my kids are having kind of growing pains. I also like to combine it in an Epsom salt bath to help when you're kind of achy. So it has kind of a icy hot Bengay kind of smell to it. So that is Deep Blue. That's our soothing blend. And then we have Digest Zen. Now, Digest Zen is another one that I love. I've struggled with digestive issues for a long time. This is our digestive blend. And again, it's a blend of oils that are known to help your digestive system. So it has peppermint, it has caraway, I'm going to forget some of them. It has, I have to look with the light, aniseed, ginger, all right? And it kind of smells like black licorice is what it smells like. And you can, sorry about that. I keep having a, thought I had it on Do Not Disturb, but something is popping up. You just can apply it topically right on your stomach. So, and it helps, as all these oils do, they help to bring balance to your body. So they're not forcing your body to do something. So if you are having trouble, if you're having trouble going to the bathroom, or maybe you're going too much, there are different oils that you would use, different products you often would use for that, that would make your body do something, okay? But Digest Zen and these other oils, how the oils work with our body is they're helping bringing balance to your body. So this can help both ends of the spectrum for digestive issues or other issues. And it just helps bring your body back into balance. So I don't leave home without Digest Zen, to tell you the truth. I will apply it topically. I also take it internally. So I hated the taste of this at first, but now if I'm having trouble with my digestive system, then I'll just put a drop under my tongue and it works very, very quickly. So that's Digest Zen, which is our digestive blend. And then we have our last one is On Guard. I'm looking to make sure I got everything. On Guard is our protective blend. And this is kind of our immune boosting blend. It supports a healthy immune system and supports healthy respiratory function. So it is a blend of cinnamon and clove and eucalyptus and rosemary. It smells a little fall-like, I think, but this is essential this time of year. Essential to help as a preventative as you're being exposed to so many things, and also to help you when you do come down with something. So if you watched my video from yesterday, you saw how I use On Guard when we're starting to get sick. We put a little bit in a shot glass of water and swallow it, gargle and swallow. We also make a roller bottle with it, and we also will put it in the diffuser as well. So this is great to use on a regular basis to help kind of boost your immune system, and also when you really need some extra support. You can also clean with this. We have a whole line of products, On Guard products for cleaning, because it is a powerful, powerful cleaner to kill off all of those germs. All right, so those are the top 10 oils that really can cover about 80% of your health and wellness needs. If you have these top 10 oils in your medicine cabinet, you really are ready for anything. And when things happen in the middle of the night, you know, that's when our kids things seem to pop up for them, right? They start coughing, they get sick in the middle of the night. And I love just having these ready, easy access. They're safe, they're effective. We have seen them work time and time and time again. And they really cost pennies per drop because you only need a little bit. As I mentioned, one drop goes a very long way. So I mentioned I was going to talk a little about carrier oils real briefly because I didn't mention it when I was talking about topical use. So you want to use a carrier oil for most oils, especially hot oils, or if you're putting them on your kids, for a couple of reasons. And they're good to use. It's good to use for adults too. One, it can cover a larger area. It helps with any kind of skin sensitivity, and it also helps the oil to penetrate deeper into your skin and to last longer. So these are volatile compounds. They will evaporate. So if you combine them with a carrier oil, like a fractionated coconut oil, and I don't think I have that around here. I left it downstairs. But the fractionated coconut oil doesn't have a smell to it, and it absorbs really quickly. You can also use something like almond oil or avocado oil, but the fractionated coconut oil just absorbs really quickly, and there's no smell or greasiness left to that. So that's when you're applying topically. And then real briefly, let me just mention, if you're wondering how you can get these into your home, there's a couple ways to purchase essential oils, doTERRA essential oils. You can order retail. So if you're not already working with somebody, I have a website I can give to you, but I do not recommend you order retail. You can order retail, but it's better to open a wholesale account, and then you will get wholesale pricing. So wholesale pricing is 25% off of the retail price. So it's really like opening a Costco account to get wholesale pricing. And you can get that wholesale pricing two ways. You can pay a $35 annual membership and then just get whatever oils that you're interested in at wholesale cost. And you'll get a little booklet with that helps tell you how to use things. And the other way to do it is to start with a starter kit. And the starter kits include that $35. So you don't have to pay that $35. And they also are bundled together at a savings. So the brochure that I'm going to put, the trifold I'm going to put in the comments below, have just 3 of our top 3 starter kits that include that enrollment fee. And they also include, this one includes a diffuser, the one that I showed you. And it includes we call this our big bottle kit. This has all the top 10 oils, and it's called the Home Essentials Kit. And it comes with a diffuser and your membership. And these bottles, these big bottles, have about 250 drops in it. So if you think about it that way, if you need a drop or 2, or if you're putting, 4 or 5 drops in the diffuser, that 250 drops goes a long way. We also have a smaller kit that has all the top 10 oils without the diffuser, but they come in, it's our small bottle kit. They come in small bottles, so they have about 80 drops in those bottles. And then we have this Aroma Touch kit, which has some of the top 10 oils I mentioned and the diffuser and fractionated coconut oil. So this is kind of a smaller starter kit for those interested in that. And then we have this is our most popular kit and is our Natural Solutions kit. And that has all of our top 10 oils plus a number of our other oils and some of our lifestyle products as well. And this is really for anyone who's ready to jump in and start changing many areas of their lifestyle to try to kick out those toxins and use natural solutions. Everything from their toothpaste to their vitamins, whole food vitamins, and their oils as well. And then we have some other ones as well and we can always put something together to fit your particular needs. So I will include this in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know. I love to help people understand these oils better, and I love to help people find solutions. So if you have any particular health concerns that you're interested in solving, you're interested in trying a natural solution for, I'd love it if you would reach out to me, and I'd love to talk you through that and see what we can find to help you. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. If you can think of anyone this would be helpful to see, then I'd love it if you'd share it. And I hope everybody has a wonderful night. Take care.